Why, hello everybody, Tracker here, and welcome back to another episode here on Sky Factory 2. Yes, so we have been progressing, and I'm up here because all our diamond crops, we're 100% on it now basically, so everything here is diamond, which is pretty cool. It's another farm out the way, and I've moved things around a little bit. This is one of the farm that's going to change. But I think the only farm I need to do, is it down here? Let's go and have a look. No, it was at the top, of course it was. How silly of me. But I think the only one I need to do is over here, and it's the lapis. There we go. So lapis is the only one I've got to do, which is only about quarter full at the moment. As you can see, it was slightly more than quarter full because we've got that bit there. So about a third full, I would say, of lapis. And I've just basically built this here because this is going to be my kind of spare one. So this is like number 21. So anything else I want to grow on top of that, like extra yellowite or the nether crops and things like that, ones that we don't have a whole farm for, we're going to bung in there. So that's pretty good. The farms are coming along almost complete in terms of that. If you're just peeking over here, yes, this is something we're going to be doing today's episode. So yeah, we'll get on to that in a moment. I've been just playing around with these blocks. These are the factory blocks, which are pretty cool if you want to do an industrial Steiner site. I've just been having a look at the styles and the colours and see which ones I like, and the hazard warning ones, and yeah. So I've made this area because it's really going to be a bit of a containment area. It's got to hold something in there. So yeah, we'll get onto that in a sec. So today we are going to do it. We are going to hatch a dragon, and we've got some dragon eggs there, so that is pretty cool. What we could do as well is actually make an egg, and I don't know whether these are any different or not, but because we started this series early on, so we can make not like that, we can't, but if we do it like that, we can make a golden egg. And that then combined with this tainted essence and bedrockium ingot, let's see, what have we got on there? We have got them. So bedrockium ingots, just so you can see, is essentially triple compressed cobblestone with quadruple compressed cobblestone, and it's 4 of each plus a gold block of diamond, and that gives you bedrockium ingots. Okay, so can't make any there, but so we've got some of those, so that's fine. Yeah, so we could make an egg as well. This stuff you can't get any more in this, unfortunately, because this was something we got from Magical Crops when we broke them, but when Bacon updated the series, yeah, you couldn't get them anymore. But I believe Dragon Egg 122, Dragon Egg 122, they are just the same. So exactly the same. Obviously we got these from the Chaos Dragons, the ones we had to kill, so that's the way you've got to get them now. But let's go back over here. Now, when it comes to breeding dragons, I do believe the way you breed them is important. So I can place this in the middle there, and hopefully it will breed because of the biome it's in. However, when it hatches, it could get away, and you got to keep bringing it back, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, it's it's a bit of a pain to do that. So what we need to do is make a containment area for it. Now I also believe, depending on what you put in here, it will depend on what dragon you get. So for example, if we put water in, we get a water dragon. If we make this sort of grass and put some trees or flowers around it, we get a nature dragon. And if we use lava, we get that one. And you can put it up in the sky, and there's another style one, and you can put one down at 0 in the dark and get a ghost dragon. And yeah, so there's about 8 or 9 including the actual dragon. So this is where we're going to do it. This is where we're going to breed him. But I think and that's what we call Dragon's Den. I think what we need to do though is probably let's go back to here. To contain it, I think we are going to use conveyor belts. That's one, not treadmills. I was going to call treadmills for a second. So a conveyor belt, pretty simple to make these. 16 of those. That's pretty cheap, really, isn't it? So let's make a couple of those. In fact, we'll make a few more, because what we might end up doing is colouring some of them, because you've got the coloured version of them, which, you know, is just using a conveyor belt and some dye, but we'll use the basic for now. Let's go back to Dragon's Den. There we go. So what we need to do is set these conveyor belts up. Let's get that out of there. I've got so much stuff in my inventory again. So these conveyor belts, I've never used them before, so let's see if I do that. Which way is that doing? Oh, it's going away from me. Okay, so we need to face it towards where they're going to go. So, and I think the easiest way to do this is to do something like that, something like that. Now, I'm not sure whether I need to leave more of a space in the middle. Do I need a, you know, a 3x3 or something like that? I'm not sure. So, yeah, I don't know. So, and then what we'll do is these will all be, so that way if it's out here, it goes to that point, and then it takes you into the center. So yeah, happy days. Right, and then we'll just do the same from this side. We'll kind of bring it in like that. Okay, so let me just get the rest of these all done up, and then we'll have a look at hatching this dragon's egg. There we go. So I had to make a few more. We actually needed more than 64. If I'd done my maths beforehand, we worked out. So we had 64, 48, 58. Yes, we needed another 16 on top of it. Right, let's go and place our egg there. Now I believe we right click on it. Does that do it? Oh yes, there we go. Adulthood in 3,590 seconds, which, well, if it's 3,600, it's about an hour, so that's going to take about an hour of real time, not Minecraft time, to hatch. So that's pretty good, but hopefully it will stay there as well when it does, but we'll come back and see that. In the meantime, there is something else that we do need, because to actually train the dragon, which is what we need to do, we are going to need fish. And look, we've got no fish. We've got some fishing rods, but we got no fish. So we could go fishing with a fishing rod, or we could build a fishery. So that's what we're going to do. Very simple to make. It's just this plastic sheets, which we've already got loads of, a bucket, a factory machine, which we already made in the past as well. So that's really simple. My inventory's full. Do we need the buckets anymore? No. Do we need these factory blocks? Probably not. So let's just put those away for now. There we go. Yeah, so let's go and get this fishery working. So again, we'll go back out to Dragon's Den. And here's an area I prepared early. So yes, in true Blue Peter style. And if you're not from the UK and you don't have Blue Peter, then you're missing out on a treat. But it was a program I grew up on, and whenever they made something out of cardboard and sticky back plastic and that sort of thing, yeah, they always suddenly whooshed one aside and said, here's one we made earlier. So here's a pond I made earlier. Now I believe the requirements for this is a 3x3 area of water, which is actually slightly more than that, so that's pretty good. And my understanding is that when this is working, which it is, we got full of energy, full of work, and all I did is I put this cable into a tesseract, and then what we're going to do is, just so I can see it, is going to destroy that and put that there, that there. We're going to put a chest on the top that we can see into. Oh gosh, I'm being rubbish today. Try that, that's better. You can say that again. Right, so let's place this on top. Boom. And then we should see things as the energy works up. It's takes a while to work. It doesn't look as if there's any speed upgrades for this either. Idle. Yes, working, getting there, gonna fish. Is it going to bring me an old boot? Is it going to be a bit of leather? Or is it going to be a fish? A fish would be good. A fish is a good start, but we should get all the different types. Anything you can fish with a fishing rod, we should be able to get in this. And it's about to give us our first item. What do we get? We got a fish! Yay! Let's go and cook this anyway, because we need a fish, don't we? You gotta have fish. You gotta have cooked fish. I don't even know if we would actually get the achievement or not. I don't know what the requirements pre-this are, but let's just stick it in a furnace. And I got a feeling it's probably going to need to be raw for the dragons. I don't think it will be cooked fish. It's a bit like the cats. I do believe it's raw fish, isn't it? So we got cooked fish, and we got an achievement, delicious fish. We got indoor fireworks. It's amazing. Woo! But I'm not even hungry to eat it, so we're going to stick it in there and we'll eat it later on. Right, so yeah, I think really what we need to do now, oh, that's the other thing as well I'm not sure on. Let's just go and take a look. We should have in here just 220 saddles, just a few little saddles. I'm presuming, in fact we can look it up, isn't there? I don't think there's any special saddles for it. There's no dragon saddle or anything like that. So I'm presuming we just stick, what's that, dragonstone? Yeah, I believe we just stick a normal saddle on it when we want to fly it. The other thing I'm going to have to do as well is check out my controls, because I know from experience, I see no more hoe in there. Is that gone? Let's get you a new hoe. Oh, and we don't have any of the other ones. We probably need to go and make one. Let's go and make another hole quickly. In fact, we'll make a few because I've been using a Zavicchio hose. Let's go and do that. Get one of those because I've got a theme. We've got some more of that. Let's see how many we get. Just the one. We'll have to kill some more withers because that is the best way now of getting that essence. So let's put this back in here, and then we'll have to make a few more of those up later. Come on, get close enough. There we go. And in you go. So yeah, that's good and all working. Right, what were we doing? Dragon hatching. Let's have a look. How much more have we got here to go? Yeah, lots. It's going to be a little while, guys. So I'm going to let this do the fishing. Oh, we got a puffer fish. Woohoo! Which is quite good. We'll let the fish do the fishing. Hopefully we'll have some, and then we can train it when it hatches. And I do believe baby ender dragon, is that what it is? A baby ender dragon, but it's not really yet. Let's just fly and look at this information again. So 60 is 60 adulthood, so that's adulthood, but I do believe it actually hatches before that, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on it and find out when it hatches. Well, it's making more noise now trying to hatch out, but sadly still not ready yet. And how long does it need? Let's get down here. It's on 2,660, so yeah, still quite a way to go. Let's just go and have a look at the fisheries. He goes completely past it. We've got a few more in here now, which is pretty good. 4 fish. Excellent. Some raw salmon and some puffer fish. But no, mind you, I didn't put any sort of enchantments on those, so I don't know if that makes a difference or not to actually have enchantments on your bows when you put them in there. But who knows? We only need it for this anyway, so it's not as if we want all the goodies that you normally get from fishing. We've got plenty of everything it can really offer us. So this should be hatching any time now if I've got my calculations right, and if I haven't, you'll never see this video. So that's it's a bit strange. I could be talking to myself any time round now, but it's 2,400 seconds, I believe it hatches to a little one. And then after that it then has to wait 2,400 seconds to grow into a full adult one, which is when we can then tame it. 3 seconds to go. Let's see, does it hatch? Yay! We have an ender dragon, or a baby ender dragon. Look at him there. Isn't he so cute? And he's just a normal ender dragon, so because we're not in a special biome or anything like that, yeah, and he's obviously just getting some exercise now. You can see now, if we didn't have the treadmills in place, he'd be running all over the place, wouldn't he? So that's keeping him in check until he's an adult and can fly. Oh, give me that fish. Give me that fish. Go on, I want the fish. I can see it. Give me the fish. Give me the fish. No, mate. You can't have the fish until you are fully grown up into an adult. Well, this guy's looking good. He's got about a minute to go before he's fully grown. You may have noticed I've changed up the treadmill because with them all going into the centre and him getting bigger, or her getting bigger, it got to the edge and was almost getting off, so I've used a safari net to just capture it, change over the treadmills to that kind of design, and seems a lot better. So 40 seconds. Let's have a quick look at the fishery. It's been going good guns. We've got another 2 there, so that's 19, and we've had tree saplings. We did get a saddle in there as well, but we've got loads of saddles, so yeah, pretty good. So we'll just let that carry on. It's not really doing anything other than that. 22 seconds left and we shall have ourselves a dragon. Now I don't know how many of these it's going to take, but it is obviously attracted by the fish, which is pretty good. So we'll keep that on him just in case. I did try and break these treadmills with it in place and then accidentally hit it and he got angry, but after the safari net it was fine. So baby ender dragon, are you going to change to an ender dragon? You are. You're an ender dragon now. So if we tap it, raw fish, give it some hearts, more raw fish, more raw fish. Are you mine yet? Can we put a saddle on you? Can we sit on you? We can sit on you. Right, now let's see if I can remember my controls. That's up. Let's go to F5. We've got to do this, haven't we? Look at me, I'm on me ender dragon, woohoo! So yeah, so I've set my controls to K and semicolon because it's the only ones I could find free, but I do believe, let's just go this way, that the other normal Minecraft controls kind of do. Okay, so that's not too bad. We can kind of turn, yeah, but you can't change the view of it without the mouse, so but that's pretty good. We've yeah, we got ourselves an ender dragon to fly around, which is pretty cool, really. Now, the only thing is, where am I going to park this thing? And what I was thinking of is probably the roof is probably the best place. Let's face it. So let's see if we can lower you down, and down we come. Excellent. And we'll jump off. So, I do believe as well. Oh, hang on. How do you? Oh, I know what we've got to do. I bet I haven't got any bones, have I? Because all my bones. No, and I don't think those would work. Right. So what we've got to do is get out of F5 mode, because that's rubbish, and see if we can quickly do this before he gets away and escapes. He's going to try and follow us. I bet he is. I want to go down under here. I want to go over here. And somewhere here in deep storage we've got some ender bricks, we've got some bones. So I do believe controlling this, or making it sit a bit like a dog. So let's see if we can't get on him. Did I jump on him then? Let's go down. That's going up. I did. Okay. I jumped on him without realizing. So let's bring you back over here. And then we'll park you back down again. I'm going to press Shift. And I believe if I click you, there we go. The dragon sits. Ah, isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice place to sit? You can see me working down there. Are you happy? Are you a happy dragon? You look happy, so I'm going to have to keep a bone with me, but that's basically the equivalent of making it sit, so that's really cool. We have our own dragon, and I've just fallen in a hole. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, so we have our own dragon, but we've still obviously got to get down here. We've still got some other challenges to do relating to the dragons, so let's have a look now where it is. It was quite an early one, wasn't it? Hatch a dragon egg and train it. Yay! Achievement done. So that's all those early ones done now, because that was the only one I hadn't done from ages ago. Well, let's have a look. And I think now Age of Dragons, craft electronic tools. We've got to fill that battery. That's no problem. And we've got to jump between 2 tame dragons whilst in midair, while both are flying. Okay, so no problem. I'm sure we can work out how to do that. And then the rest of them are just the Age of Insanity. These are like the, you know, the stupid, insane things that we've got to do. So that's pretty good, though. I'm glad we got that sorted out. We've got a dragon. Been meaning to do it for a while. What dragon do you think we should hatch next? I'm thinking nature. Don't do that, because if you do that, you're going to fall. Don't do that either. I need to click you. Let's move you. Maybe that's not such a good place, because if you fall on those, they're going to hurt you, aren't they? So let's see, this way. Yeah, let's go down here. Put you just down here. Whoops. Oh, you caught me again. Oh, how nice. That's very kind of you. So turning turns it, but it doesn't. Right, okay, I think we need to park you in this corner here, if we can, away from those seeds. Controlling the dragon. I can't. And that way. There we go. That's a bit better. And K was down, wasn't it? Excellent. Okay, can we walk as well? Get in the corner. There we go. Jump off. Click shift with... Oh, you already sat. That's good. But why are you moving around? Stop moving around, okay? Otherwise we'll have to put you in a cage. We're not doing that. Cool. Okay, well guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Click on like if you have. Go and let me know. And let me know what dragon we should breed for the second dragon. I'm thinking nature. But if you have any other idea, fire looks pretty cool. The nether one looks pretty cool. In fact, they all look pretty cool, don't they? So yeah, let me know and leave it in the comments. And we'll see you next time here on Sky Factory 2. My name is Wild Trekker. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.